Hello YouTube. I have another unboxing here. Quite excited about this little knife actually, so I wanted to do a quick unboxing for it. I actually got this exact knife for my son as a EDC, except he's got the serrated version versus this is the plain edge. So he's got a sort of combo blade. It's from CRKT, as you can see here. It's the CRKT Heiho. And here we go. So here's the knife itself in a little plastic bag. And then there's some documentation here. Oh, this one is about the outburst fire safe actuation systems. So these because this particular knife has utilizes CRKT's outburst assisted opening. And then this is, let's see here. Oh, this is, I guess, the warranty card. And then this is an introduction to their locking system. Okay, so it comes with this documentation, but let's get down to the knife itself, okay? I really like this knife. That's why I actually decided to get one for myself, since I already got one for my son. It's relatively small in hand, so very good in terms of concealment, solidly built. And then these are G10 handles, so it's got a nice feel in the hand here. A pocket clip that matches basically with the handles in terms of color, so good for concealment. Large bearings here, so gives it a lot additional strength for a folder. One thing that really stands out, of course, that's why this knife is called Heiho. These are the actual kanji characters for Heiho, which basically means military arts, or you can even call it art of war. So actually, if you read the Chinese character for Sun Tzu's Art of War, you would actually have two more characters for Sun Tzu, and then this is actually meaning art of war. So basically military arts. Here's the outburst opening system. You see how that very nice and how it's snapped open. It has a ambidextrous opening disc. And then this is the lock system. So basically, if you move this pin, little tab here, it locks the liner in place. So basically, you can't close it now. It's locked in place, and it functions somewhat like a fixed blade. So much more sturdy. And then one of the interesting designs about this. So this knife is designed by James Williams. Who's actually now with his son become sort of like knife makers as well. So James and Chris Williams are they have their own sort of line of knives. James Williams himself is a sort of military special operations type of tactics and techniques trainer. So he teaches, like, military as well as like government security professionals, law enforcement, whatnot. And he is a traditional Japanese sword style practitioner. So he designed these knives to be sort of following the traditional Japanese style, sort of tanto. So this is, they call this a modified tanto tip. So it's definitely different from a more sort of modern or Americanized tanto, where the tip is, there's more of a steep angle. But this is actually more of a sort of gradual curvature. This is actually called in Japanese the Osaraku Zukuri style of tip. It's a style of tanto that was actually famous, made famous by one of the warlords during the Sengoku Jidai, Shingen Takeda, who is also actually just so happens to be a strong advocate for Sun Tzu's Art of War. he actually had symbols of some of the citations of the Art of War as his banner. So it's very pointy, as you can see. So definitely a great, self-defense for stabbing type of purpose or slashing type of purpose. A great knife in that regard. So as I mentioned, my son has the serrated version. So he actually has like about up to here in serrations. And it's a special kind of serrations. It's called the VEF serration. So it's not, it's kind of angled. So it doesn't get easily caught in anything. So the reason James Williams actually quoted was to say that he liked that style of serrations because in the event that you're stabbing and it doesn't get, snagged in clothing when you're actually stabbing a target. So great knife. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at this. Just, it's like a little tanto. And it feels good in the hand. This little finger groove here keeps your hand from like slipping when you're actually, working the knife. It feels good in the hand. It's very easy to orient the blade. Let's go and test the sharpness right now. Okay, let's see here. So this is just out of the box. Oh, nice. Yep. It does the work. And definitely very pointy. Yeah, I just, got one for my son, and I liked it so much, basically, I decided to go ahead and get myself one. Now the lock's disengaged, so the liner lock is in there. You can close it with one hand, and see how smooth that opening action. That's called the outburst system from CRKT. So let's zoom in a little bit here. There we go. There, I got some focus. And yeah, it looks great. And you can kind of get a better visual about the G10 scales here. It's made with the engraving. It's got I think that actually is a spacer that they put in place to protect the blade because of how sort of pointed it is. But yeah, no protrusions here, so yeah, safe to carry. And this is the locking tab. Yeah, really like this knife. Oops, it snagged on my mat because of the zoom. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And you can Heiho. Really like this knife. Alright, that's all I have for this. Please feel free to leave comments. As always, your support is deeply appreciated. Continue to follow our videos and subscribe to our channel if you can. Thank you. Take care.